Hello, hello. This is Elena with Quantum Leaps Living, and I've just got to talk to you guys about the new Barbie movie that has just come out. I don't know if you've seen the movie or if you've seen the trailers, but I'm going to talk a little bit about both because I find both of the things pretty damn disturbing. If you like what I'm saying, if you like this content, please do me an awesome favor and like this video. And if you can, subscribe to my channel, Quantum Leaps Living. That would be so awesome, and I would be super, super grateful. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. So I just want to start off with this trailer, just the movie trailer for Barbie itself, okay? So the trailer starts off, you see these little girls playing with dolls, and they're out in nature, they're in the mountains, it looks like they're in the desert. They're wearing very conservative dresses, they're wearing flat shoes, and they look adorable. There's one girl is having a little tea party, and she's got her dolls sitting in a circle. It's adorable because those are children, innocent children, playing with dolls, playing with baby dolls, no less. I mean, the dolls that they're playing with are little babies. So we're talking about the most innocent of beings being highlighted in this trailer. And then all of a sudden, you see two gigantic bare legs in very tall stiletto high heels. And you don't see the body yet. You don't see Barbie's face, but you see her legs and her high heels. And you see these girls stop playing with their dolls and they look up in amazement and awe. And then you show the camera pans to Barbie herself, her entire body, her head, her face, all of that. So she's wearing a swimsuit, high heels, nothing else. And of course, done up perfectly, hair, makeup, great. Congratulations. But the thing is, what I find so disturbing is that these little innocent girls look at Barbie, and what do? They take their innocent baby dolls and they start smashing them. Okay? So what that is, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, take it or leave it, like Elizabeth April says, but these innocent children are destroying these baby dolls, which again, complete innocent beings, and instead they are worshiping, Barbie. Barbie is sexualized. Barbie is superficial. Barbie is perfect from head to toe. Okay, Barbie is also not really realistic. Most girls do not look like Barbie. Most girls don't. And so what it does is it also is, in my opinion, brainwashing kids to think, well, my baby dolls, screw my baby dolls. I don't need to play with those. I can go and just play with this beautiful goddess Barbie and be more sexualized and groomed to be a superficial being and to get sucked further and further into the matrix of bullshit. Okay? Again, it's my opinion. So, it's just sending the absolute wrong message to young girls, also to young boys. And then I have not seen the movie, okay? And I will be honest, I will not see that movie. I will not pay to see the Barbie movie because I really feel like the more that the planet is shifting into a higher frequency and a higher level of consciousness, the less and less I would ever want to see a movie like Barbie, which is all just superficial bullshit. So I did see an interview with the two main characters in the film, Ryan Gosling, and I forgot the other young lady that plays Barbie. But what she was saying in the interview is that, this is also a story about how Ken and Barbie find it difficult, challenging, to always have to be so perfect. And so let me just set the backstage for that, okay? So we're talking about Ken and Barbie, who in the film, from at least the previews, the trailers that I've seen, they live in these perfect houses, wealthy houses. They have perfect, fancy, beautiful sports cars. They live in these perfect, fancy, clean cities and towns. Everything is artificial. Everything is fake. So if they are having such a hard time being perfect, what kind of message does that send to the rest of us who don't live in a Barbie clean world? Maybe some of us are broke and poor and, living in low income housing. Maybe some of us are homeless, living in an alley or living in our car. And if Barbie and Ken can't make it, and if they can't feel like they're good enough, well then how the hell are we gonna feel good enough? You know what I'm saying? There's just so much fake bullshit. So all I wanna say is this film is a great example of the Matrix. It's a great example of making people feel small, making people feel not good enough, making people feel that they are not attractive enough because they have to measure up to somebody who's so perfect looking, and that they need to have the wealth and the status and all the stuff that Ken and Barbie and their friends have. So, with that being said, I just want to really point out that this film is just another sign. It's an example of being in the Matrix, of just trying to be in this artificial world with looks, money, status, fancy houses, fancy cars, all superficial bullshit. When the reality is who we really are. That's the other thing that Barbie doesn't really want you to know. The truth is, and the real secret here, is that you're perfect as you are. You're perfect. You don't need to lose weight. You don't need to gain weight. You don't need to go and get a fancy wardrobe or a fancy car or a fancy house. You don't need to smash your innocent, beautiful little baby dolls. We're perfect as we are, okay? And I just really wanted to say that. Like, just don't buy into the hype of this movie that, in my opinion, is, again, grooming children to be sexualized and superficial, and to be in a world that is completely detached from nature and just having a lot of self-worth and self-love for exactly as you are. I just wanted to share that. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to this. Again, like and subscribe if you feel called. That'd be sweet. And just remember, you're good enough and you're perfect, and I love you, and the universe loves you, and the universe has your back. Good night.